गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। So let us also do the dhyana shlokas. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Krathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायाम परस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्. So the next one we have to do, right? गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्मात् विनिसृता. Okay. So the meaning of this shloka is Geetha Sugita. So Gita is the Bhagavad Gita, which is, good teachings. Kartavya Kimanyaihi Shastra Vistaraihi. So Kartavya is should be done, or it should be sung with devotion. So Gita should be sung with the devotion. So Sukita means to be sung. and means with in a good way. Here in a good way in the sense with devotion. Kimanyaihi shastra vistaraihi. So, so this Gita has the gist of all the Shastras, right? So that is what it means. Ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmadvinisrita. So ya means here ya refers to Gita. So that Gita, swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmadvini. So it came out of the mouth, the lotus mouth. The mouth also is compared to lotus here. Padmanabhasya means Vishnu. So it came out of the mouth, which is like a lotus of Vishnu. Okay. So Padmadvinisrita. Vinisrita means came out, sprung out. So the Gita should be sung with devotion, and which is also the gist of all. It has the teachings of Gita has the gist of all what all the Shastras tell us, and it has come out of Vishnu's mouth. So that is the meaning of that shloka. So let us move on to the lesson. We stopped at page number 55. We completed page number 55. And what are we doing here? We are doing Lot Lakara, right? We have covered the Parasmaipadi and the Atmanepadi forms of Lot Lakara. And Lot Lakara is used to indicate Ajna or Prarthana. And the Ajna and Prarthana are indicated only by the tone, but the form will be the same. So Saha Patham Patatu. So Patatu here indicates Lot Lakara, which means let him read. Saha Patham Patatu. Let him read the lesson. Okay, Patham Patatu. Aham Patham Pathani. Let me read the lesson. Okay, so let me read, let him read, may you read. When it comes to Madhyama Purusha, we cannot say let you read in English, right? So may you read. So you are allowed to read. So that is how we can say. If it is a request kind of form, then we say may you read or you may read. If you want to show the ordering tone, you read. Okay, Tvam Patha means you read. Tvam Gacha, you go. Depending on the tone. You may go. We can say it in both ways. You can go now or you go. So that is how we can change the tone to mean either the command or request. So that is what we have been doing. We have covered the Parasmaipadi and the Atmanepadi forms of Lot Lakara. So in Parasmaipadi form, we have for the Pat Dhatu, we have Patatu, Patatam, Patantu in Prathama Purusha. In Madhyama Purusha, Patha, Patatam, Patata. Regular, there is no Mahaprana here. And then Patani, Patava, Patama. There is no Visarga here. Like in the Lat Lakara. There we have Patami, Patavaha, Patamaha. There is Visarga there. Here, there is no Visarga in the Dvivachana and Bahuvachana. Patava, Patama. So Vayam Patama means let us all read. Avam Patava, let us both read. Aham Patani, let me read. Or I am reading or I will read. Like that also it can indicate. So let me read is we are being polite. It is more like a request. I will read is more like we are telling them. We are not requesting them. We are just telling that we are going to read. So that is how the meaning changes. But the form of the words, the Kriya Padam will be the same. And then we have for Atmanepadi, for the Vand Dhatu. Remember, for Lot Lakara, always the Prathama Purusha will be Tam, will end in Tam, Tam, Tam. So Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam. Vandasva, Vandetam, Vandatvam. Vandai, Vandavahai, Vandamahai. Okay? So remember that Tam, Tam, Tam. It will become easy for you later on. So coming back to page number 56. So we have to start from page number 56 today. The 10th question. Asamanarthaka padam prithak kuruta. Asamanarthaka padam. So odd man out. So you must have done such similar exercises in other subject areas also. So here we have a group of 3 words. 2 mean the same. One word is different from the other 2. So we have to recognize that and separate it from the other 2. So let us see. In the first sentence, we have sahasva, titikshasva, and kshamasva. Okay. So sahasva, these are all in Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana form. So sahasva means to bear, right? Sahate is to bear. Titikshasva also means to bear. There is another meaning to this, sharpen. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So titikshasva means it has 2 meanings. One is to sharpen, like the intellect of a person when it sharpens, right? And then to bear, also to like sahate. And then kshamasva. Kshamasva is to forgive. So which one do you think is the odd man out here?
Kshamasva.
Kshamasva. Kshamasva is to forgive, whereas sahasva is to bear. Now, many times we think putting up with something means bearing and forgiving are the same. No. Forgiving is, you can tell that you have forgiven somebody only if you have completely let go of all the negative feelings upon them, right? Whereas when you are putting up with them, when you are bearing it, you haven't forgiven them. You are only bearing it because you are not in a position to. There can be several reasons for that. Either we don't have enough power to confront them. You may not have the courage, or the timing is not right. There can be many reasons, but it is still bothering you. You are still you being disturbed by that person or by that situation or whatever it is. So you have not let it go completely. That is still on your mind. It is still bothering you. It keeps coming back and all. Whereas kshamasva, once you forgive, it is completely out of your system. You cannot be bothered by it anymore. That incident or that person or whatever that situation is will not bother you anymore. It will not make you sad or angry or disappointed or any kind of thing. You won't have. So that is when you say kshamasva. So that is how the 2 words are different. And then we have in the second sentence, vadatu, brutam, bhashatam, modatam. Which do you think is the odd man out here? Which word?
Vadatu.
Vadatu means to speak. Bhashatam also means to speak. Brute.
Modatam.
Brutam also means to speak, right? Braviti. Modatam means to feel happy. So modatam is the odd man out here. Okay. In the third sentence, we have bhunkshva, bhajasva, khada, bhakshaya. Which do you think is the odd man out here?
Bhajasva.
Bhajasva. Bhajasva means to pray in devotion, like doing the bhajana. Bhunkshva is to eat. Similarly, khada also means to eat, and bhakshaya also means to eat. So here the odd man out is bhajasva. And then we have in the fourth line, labhasva, apnuhi, vinda, and ninda. Which one?
Ninda.
So here, ninda. Definitely, ninda means to condemn, to blame somebody for something. So that definitely is different from labhasva. And apnuhi, apnoti, if you remember this Kriya Padam, the prapnoti is the one that we use more commonly. We use the Kriya Padam apnoti with the prefix pra. Prapnoti means to obtain. Labhasva also means to obtain. Vinda also means to obtain. And Ninda is definitely different than these three. So Ninda means to condemn or to blame somebody. So that is the odd man out here. Janihi, Vidhi, Nibodha, Jahi. Janihi means to know. Vidhi also means to know. We have come across this word in some of the Gita shlokas that we have been referring to. And Nibodha also means to know. Jahi means to kill. So here Jahi is the odd man out. Okay, so Jahi means to kill, and that is the odd man out here. And then we have in the 6th line, Ichchani, Kankshani, Kamayai, Vikshai. Which word?
Kamayai. Kamayai.
Kamayai? You think Kamayai is the odd man out here? What does Kamayai mean? To want, right?
Kamayai means to like desire, right?
To desire. Ichchani also means to want. When you have a liking, you would want. Kankshani also means to to desire. So the only thing that is different here is Vikshai. V prefix and Ikshai. So Vikshai means to look. Okay. So Vikshai is the odd man out here. Ichchani, Kankshani, Kamayai. All these three means to desire or to want or to like. So Vikshai is the odd man out here. Vandatam, Namatu, Ramatam, Pranamatu. So which word is
Ramatam.
Ramatam. So Vandatam is to salute. Namatu also means to salute. Pranamatu is also. So Pranamatu is none other than Namatu with the prefix.
Upasarga form.
So it is Namatu with the Upasarga pra. Ramatam is to be happy, kind of, or be beautiful, happy. In that sense, it means Ramatam. So that is the odd man out here. In the 8th line, we have Krida, Lasa, Ramaswa, Sahaswa. Which one is the odd man out here?
Sahaswa.
Huh?
Sahaswa.
Sahaswa. Yes, Sahaswa. Means Sahate, means to bear. Krida is to play. Lasate also means to like play, be happy or beautiful. In that sense it comes. Ramaswa also is synonymous to Lasa. So Sahaswa is the odd man out here. In the 9th line, we have Vikshai, Lokai, Pashyani, Rakshani, Avekshai. So which one is the odd man out here?
Rakshani?
Yes,
Vikshai.
correct. Rakshani. Rakshani is the odd man out. Raksha means to protect. Viksha. Earlier also we have seen this Kriyapadam. V plus Ikshai. Ikshate means to see, to watch, to look. So Lokai, Lokate also means to watch or see. Pashyani, Pashyati also means to see. Avekshai also means to look. It is in Bhutakala Prayog. And then Rakshani is the only word that is different in meaning, which means to protect. So in this line, Rakshani is the odd man out. And then we have in the 10th line, Munchatu, Jahatu, Hantu, Tyajatu. Which one is the odd man out, you think? Hantu. Hantu, yes. Hantu means to kill. Munchatu, Munchati means to free, to make free. When you tied something, a cow, say for example, when you let it free, then it is called Munchate. munchati. And similarly, jahatu also means to leave. And tyajatu also means to leave. It is like to give up on something, right? Tyajatu. Whereas hantu means to kill. So this is the odd man out here. In the 11th question, Koshtakasthanam Vartamanakala Kriya Rupanam Lot Rupani Upayujya Vakyani Vadata. So here we have two boxes, in which in one box we have the pronouns, in the second box we have Kriya Padani. But the Kriya Padani are in Lat Lakara Rupa. We have to change them into Lot Lakara Rupa and make sentences using these pronouns. So in the first box we have Saha, Tau, Te. Those are the Prathama Purusha pronouns. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam, Madhyama Purusha pronouns. Aham, Avam, Vayam, Uttama Purusha pronouns. And here we have Pathati, Shikshate, Vadati, Brute. We have two Kriyapadams in Parasmaipadi and two in Atmanepadi. So can you make simple sentences using the pronoun and the Kriyapadam? And now you have to put the Kriyapadam in Lot Lakara form. Say for example, Saha Pathatu. Tau, what will Pathatu Lot Lakara become in Madhyama Purusha? Sorry, Dvivachana.
Tau pathatam.
Tau Pathatam. Te Pathantu.
Pathantu.
So again, using Vadati. Saha Vadatu. Tau Vadatam. Te Vadantu. Vadantu. And now let us use Shikshate. Shikshate is Atmanepadi. So in Lot Lakara it will become Shikshatam. So Saha Shikshatam. Tau Shikshetam. Te Shikshantam. Okay, Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam, Tam, Tam, Tam in Prathama Purusha. You remember that, right? Okay. And Brute. So, Brutam.
Brutam, then how do you Bruyetam, or how you pronounce that? No, they don't come Bruyetam.
So what will Brutam become in Dvivachana and
Ovachana will become Bruntam, I think so.
So Brutam, Bruvatam, and Bruvatam. Bruvatam, Bruvatam. Okay. Brutam, Bruvatam, Bruvatam. This is Vishesha Kriya Padani. Why? Because before the te we have Ukara. We don't have the Hrasva Akara. We have Ukara. So it is a Vishesha Kriya Padam. So the form will be different from the regular Vandatam, Vandetam, Vandantam. So here we have Brutam, Bruvatam, Bruvatam. Okay. Bruvatam or Bruvatam. We can use both. Bruvatam or Bruvatam in Bahuvachana. Okay. If one of you can send me a reminder during the week, I will send you the forms for the special Kriya Padani. I have thought about it twice and then it again, I got into something and then it skipped my mind. Okay, so now let us see the Madhyama Purusha.
Page number.
Page number 56.
Okay, thank you.
So then we have Madhyama Purusha. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. So the Parasmaipadi Kriya Padani here are Karoti, Chintayati. So Tvam, what will Karoti become? Kuru, right?
Kuru.
In Lot Lakara. This also is a Vishesha Kriya Padam. Okay? Karoti, because we have Okara before Ti, it is a Vishesha Kriya Padam. So in Madhyama Purusha, it will be Kuru, Kurutam, Kuruta. In Prathama Purusha, we have Karotu, Kurutam, Kurvantu. In Prathama Purusha, the lot lakara forms will be kurutat, karotu, or kurutat also is there, which is rarely used. Karotu is better. Karotu, kurutam, kurvantu. This is like pathatu, pathatam, pathantu. So it is close to that. So you remember this only. Karotu, kurutam, kurvantu. In Madhyama Purusha, we have kuru, kurutam, kuruta. This is also close to pat dhatu.
Except that the O is going to be replaced by the
Ukara.
Ukara.
Ukara, correct. So patha, pathatam, pathata. So kuru, kurutam, kuruta. Okay. And in Uttama Purusha, we have karavani, karavava, karavama. Okay. So here we need only the Madhyama Purusha. So tvam, kuru, yuvam, kurutam, yuyam, kuruta. For chintayati, it will become tvam chintaya, yuvam chintayatam, yuyam chintayata. Okay. This is for Parasmaipadi. Atmanepadi, kurute we have. So what will kurute become? In lot lakara.
Kuruswa?
Try.
No, I think it is Tvam Kuruswa.
Instead of sakara, put shakara, like the Shashti shakara. Okay, kurushva, kurushva, kurvatham, kurudvam. Okay, so vandasva, vandatham, and vandadvam, right? So it is similar to that only, but we have kurushva, kurvatham, kurudvam. That is for kurute. That is for kurute. For manyate, what will it become? Manyate is same as vandate. So tvam manyasva.
Manyasva. Yuvam manyetham. Yuyam manyadvam.
Manyadvam. Yes. Yes. And then we have bhajati and kridati in Uttama Purusha. So for Parasmaipadi, what is the Uttama Purusha forms? What are the Uttama Purusha forms of lot lakara? Pathani, pathava, pathama. So bhajani, bhajava, bhajama. Aham bhajani, avam bhajava, vayam bhajama. Aham kridani, avam kridava, vayam kridama. Okay, let us all play. Let us both play. Let me play. Okay. And then we have bhajate and ramate. These both are regular kriya padani only, like vandate. So in Uttama Purusha, what does it become? Vandai, vandavahai, vandamahai. So bhajai, bhajavahai, bhajamahai. So aham bhajai, avam bhajavahai, vayam bhajamahai. Similarly, aham ramai, avam ramavahai, vayam ramamahai. Okay. So those are the forms of the lot lakara in Prathama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha, and Uttama Purusha. So you again rewrite them in your books. Okay, in your notebooks. Write down like how we discussed, exactly like that you rewrite them. Now in the 12th question, Pandavanam Shibiram Yuddha Sannaha Pravartate. Senapatihi Drishtadhyumnaha Suchanaha Dadati. Avarane Sthitasya Kriyapadasya Uchitam Rupam Upayujya Saha Kim Adishati Iti Likhata. So what is happening? The Kurukshetra Yuddham is going on. And the location is Pandavanam Shibiram. Okay? The Pandavas camping grounds. Yuddha Sannaha Pravartate. Everybody is preparing for the war. Senapatihi Drishtadhyumnaha Suchanaha Dadati. So Senapati Drishtadhyumnaha is giving out instructions. And for those instructions, they are given in the form of sentences with lat lakara roopam of the kriya padam. We have to change it into lot lakara and complete the sentence. Okay. So whom he ordered what? That we have to tell, because here he is giving instructions. So it is more like an order. So lot lakara is used. Okay. Now let us look at the example. Suryodayaha jataha. Yuyam sve uttishtata. In the brackets, uttishtanti is given. Means the prathama purusha bahuvachanam. So we have to look at the prathama purusha bahuvachanam in lot lakara for the same. Prathama purusha bahuvachana. Uttishtanti. Okay, the prathama purusha bahuvachana is given in the brackets, but here uyam is there. So madhyama purusha bahuvachana we have to put. Okay, in all cases, in the brackets different. Here actually they have given prathama purusha bahuvachana. Actually they should have given it in madhyama purusha bahuvachana, because in the sentences they followed that, but in the example they have given the prathama purusha bahuvachana, but we are required to write the madhyama purusha bahuvachana because uyam is there in the sentence. Uyam sarve dash. So since uyam is there, we have to put the madhyama purusha bahuvachana. But in the brackets, prathama purusha bahuvachana is given. So you always observe that. Sometimes intentionally they might give to see if we can figure that out, or sometimes by mistake also they could have given. So let us look at each of these sentences. Yudhartham sajjaha dash kesha.
Bhavantu.
Sajjaha.
Bhavantu.
So here you said bhavantu. You put it in bahuvachanam. But the sentence is Sukesha. So he is addressing Sukesha. So Sukesha is like ekavachanam only. Only one person he is referring to. So Sukesha, Yudhartham sajjaha bhavatu. We can say
Sajjaha bhavatu.
because the Sukesha is there. Because ekavachanam is given there. I am saying that bhavatu can be given.
Bhavantu.
So that is why I am saying, don't always go with the word given in the brackets, the vachana. Look at the kartrupadam. So Sukesha, it is in ekavachana. So Sukesha, sajjaha bhavatu. Okay, get ready. Or we can also look at it like this. Yuddhartham sajjaha. Sajjaha is in bahuvachanam. So bhavantu we can say. Sajjaha bhavantu.
Bhavantu.
Sajjaha bhavantu. So get ready. Sajjaha means to get ready. But I'm wondering why they put it in bahuvachanam. Sajjaha. So get ready can be in singular. So I'm just wondering why it is given in bahuvachana. But since it is in bahuvachana, we have to put bhavantu. That also will be in bahuvachana because it has to agree with the kartrupadam. Okay. So then the second sentence. Tvam dware dash.
Tishtami.
Tishta.
Tishta. So because tvam is madhyama purusha ekavachana, tishtasi will become tishta in lot lakara. Tvam dware tishta. Yuyam khadgan tikshnan kurutha is given in the brackets. Yuyam. So madhyama purusha bahuvachanam. What will it become? Earlier we saw, no? Earlier we saw for karoti. What did we say for karoti? In madhyama purusha bahuvachanam.
Yeah, ma'am. Okara was not used and ukara was used, and it was mostly the same thing.
Kuruta only. Kuruta. Right? So here Yuyam khadgan tikshnan kuruta. The regular ta, not the mahaprana ta. The regular ta should be used. Okay? And then Bhima, Adya Bhavan Gajasainyam Nayati is given. So what will it become?
Nayatu.
So Bhima. So Bhima is in Ekavachana. So he is addressing Bhima. Adya Bhavan. Bhavan also is in Ekavachana. Gajasainyam Nayatu. Nayatu means lead. So you lead the Gajasainyam. Bhoho Yuyam Kavachani Dharatha is given.
Dharata.
So the lot lakara bahuvachana in Madhyama Purusha also will be Dharata, but the ta is Alpa Pranata, not the Maha Pranata. Okay? Like Pathata, Alpa Pranata, Dharata. So Yuyam Kavachani Dharata. Nakula Adya Tvam Vyuham Rachayasi. What will Rachayasi become?
Rachaya.
Rachaya. Because ya is there, Rachayati. The Latlakara Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam is Rachayati. Okay? So Rachaya will become the Lotlakara Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Adya Tvam Vyuham Rachaya. Sarve Vyuhe Sajjaha. Again, Sajjaha is in Bahuvachana. So Tishtantu. Sarve also is in Bahuvachana. Okay? Sarve Sajjaha Tishtantu. All of you, be ready and stand there. Be there by being ready in the Vyuha. Senapatihi Agre Tishtatu. Okay? So let the Senapati. See here how you will look at the meaning. The Senapatihi Agre Tishtatu. Let the Senapati stand in the front. Okay? So all of you are standing in the Vyuha, but let the Senapati stand in the front. Yuyam tasya rakshanam, again, kuruta. Yuyam. So Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam will be with Alpa Pranatha. So kuruta. In Latlakara, it will be with Mahapranatha. Kurutha. Here kuruta. Alpa Pranatha. So you all provide protection to him. To whom? To the Senapati. Ashvadalam Tatra Gachati will become Ashvadalam. It is Prathama Purusha Ekavachana. So Gachati will become Gachatu. Okay? Ashvadalam Tatra Gachatu. Let the Ashvadalam go there. Okay? Ete Sainikaha Gajam Arohanti is the Latlakara form. What will be the Lotlakara form?
Arohantu.
Arohantu. Because Sainikaha, it is in Bahuvachana. Prathama Purusha Bahuvachana in Lotlakara. Arohantu. Bhavantaha Kuntan Grihnanti.
Grihnantu.
Grihnantu. Grihnantu means like to hold, to take, to grab. And what are Kuntan? Kuntan are like Kuntaha. Shulam. In Telugu we say Shulam, right? It is a long iron rod with a spear head. Those are called Kuntaha. So Bhavantaha Kuntan Grihnantu. So you all take the Kuntas. Shatrun Mardayanti. Mardayantu. Okay, Shatrun Mardayantu. So Mardayati means to beat up nicely. Okay?
Tadayati type.
Yes. So Akramanam Kurvanti will become Kurvantu. Akramanam Kurvantu. Sarve Dalapatim Anusaranti. Anusarantu. Because Sarve is again in Bahuvachanam. Anusarantu. Dalapatim means the leader, Nayaka. You follow. All of you follow the Dalapati. Agnyam Palayanti cha. Palayantu. Okay. Follow the orders also. Shatru Pakshe Astrani Kshipanti. Kshipantu. So throw the arrows upon the enemy's army. Okay, Shatrupakshe astrani kshipantu. Sarve arayaha patanti.
Patantu.
Patantu. Okay, let all the enemies fall. Arayaha, arihi, like harihi. Harihi, ekavachana, bahuvachana, harayaha. Arihi means enemy. Bahuvachana will be arayaha. So let all the enemies fall. Yuyam shatrun yamalokam prapayatha. Yuyam, madhyama purusha bahuvachana. Prapayatha. Alpa prana. Alpa prana takara prapayata. Vayam sayankalat purvam vijayinaha bhavamaha is given in the brackets. What will it become in Lotlakara? Bhavama. Right? Only the visarga will not be there. Pathava, pathama. So bhavava in vivachana, bhavama in bahuvachana. So vayam sayankalat purvam vijayinaha bhavama means before evening we will become victorious. Dharma rakshanam kurmaha. What will kurmaha become?
Karma.
In Lotlakara, Uttama Purusha, Bahuvachanam. Karavama. Karavava, Karavama. Karavani, Ekavachana. Karavava, Dvivachana. Karavama, Bahuvachana. Okay? Karavama. Okay. So, in the 13th question, we have Geetayam Krishnena. Any questions so far in any of these exercises? Any questions from the previous, any doubts from the previous questions? No questions? Okay, good. Geetayam Krishnena Adarsha Rupena Uttani Kanichit Vakyani Atra Sangrihitani Santi. Okay, so from or in the Gita, whatever is said by Krishna, Adarsha Rupena means as good sayings or as an example. Some of those sentences are given here. Etani uchaihi patata. Eteshu lot lakara rupani adhorekhaya ankayata. So, read the sentences, identify the lot lakara kriya padani and underline them. Adhorekhaya ankayata means underline them. So, let us look at the first sentence. It is taken from the 48th shloka of the second adhyaya. Yogasthaha kuru karmani. So, what is the lot lakara kriya padam here?
Kuru.
Kuru. In which purusha it is?
Madhyama Purusha.
It is in Madhyama Purusha. Most of the words will be in Madhyama Purusha only. Why? In Gita. Why? In Gita,
it is a talk between Krishna and Arjuna. So Krishna is mostly referring to Arjuna only, second person.
Yes, correct. So since Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, most of the times the dialogue is directly addressed to Arjuna. It will be in Madhyama Purusha Ekavachana most of the times. Okay. So Kuru is the lot lakara kriya padam here. The second sentence, Nimitta matram bhava sabya sachin. Nimitta matram bhava sabya sachin.
Bhava.
Bhava is the kriya padam. So you are only a nimitta matra is what he's saying. Sabya sachi is another name for Arjuna. Nistrai gunyo bhavarjuna. Nistrai gunyaha bhavarjuna is the split.
It is bhava.
Again, here also bhava. Bhava Arjuna. In Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, it became bhava. Bhavarjuna. And then the fourth sentence is Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi.
Mom. Sarvabhutanam.
Vidhi.
Vidhi is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam here. Vidhi means to know. Okay? Know that I am the Bijam of all the Bhutas. Right? Sarva Bhutanam Bijam Mam Vidhi. Know that. Okay. Yathechasi Tatha Kuru. Here Kuru is the
Guru is.
Yatha Ichasi Tatha Kuru. How you like, you do that. Okay? Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru.
Guru.
Samskru. Guru.
Guru. Guru.
Okay. So Madhyaji Namaskuru. Kuru is the Kriyapadam. Lotlakara Kriyapadam here. So Mat Aji is Mat Yaji is the split of Madhyaji, means those who worship me. Okay. You salute them or you worship them. Namaskuru. And then Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha.
Vicha.
Anvicha is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam. The Latlakara form will be Anvichati, means to seek. Okay? It means to seek. Sharanam means to take refuge. In that sense, it is used. Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha. So here Buddhau means in Buddhi, means in your intellect. Okay? You take refuge in your own intellect. Means you have to use your Buddhi to determine what you are going to do. Okay? Some people, what they do, they simply put everything on God. When they are doing the bad things, they say, well, that is how it is written in my thing. That is why I am doing. I am only a nimitta matra. No. Such logic does not apply when you are doing bad things. There you have to use your intellect and choose which is the right thing to do. If you are trying to put it on, just find an excuse to do wrong things, that is only, it is understood that you are trying to find an excuse. But even if you do, and even if you are trying to find an excuse to do that, the phalitam you cannot escape. Just by telling yourself that, I'm destined to do this, that is why I'm doing, whether it is good or bad, we cannot escape the karma phalam. So we have to use our intellect to do any karyani, and we have to decide whether what we are going to do is a good thing or a bad thing. And depending on that, we have to make a decision whether to go ahead with that karyam. Okay. Tasmat uttishta kaunteya. Uttishta. Uttishta is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam. And then we have, so here tasmat means therefore. Okay. It is used in the sense of therefore. Now, some of you who know the vibhaktis, tasmat is like Panchami vibhakti. So from that, so it is not used in that sense. Okay. Here it simply means therefore. Uttishta means rise, means wake up, means, you stand up, means here it is not literally standing up like physically, but intellectually you rise to the situation, you see what is real and what is not real and act accordingly. That is what it means. Kaunteya means Kuntyaha putraha. Shrunu me paramam vachaha. Vachaha. Shrunu. Shrunu will be the Lotlakara Kriyapadam of Shrunoti. Okay? Of Shrunoti. Shrunoti is again a Vishesha Kriyapadam. Why? Because it has Okara before Ti. Paramam Vacha. My. Here may means of me. My. Okay? Paramam Vacha means listen to my words. That is what it means. Tameva Sharanam Gacha. Gacha. Gacha is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam. Tam eva sharanam gacha means in him you find refuge. That is how it means. Niyatam kuru karmatvam. See here, when you're reading the same Kriya Padani in so many contexts, you will know the usages. Now, gacha means to go, right? Normally. But here it is being used in the sense of taking refuge. Sharanam gacha. You cannot say go Sharanam. No. So the meaning of these Kriya Padams change, in different ways, depending on the context. So such things we need to observe so that we will, when we are trying to put them in usage, we will know which Kriya Padam. Sometimes we stumble upon Kriya Padams, right? In this context, what exactly is the Kriya Padam? These prefixes also help us in such cases. The same Kriya Padam can be used with so many prefixes, and there will be sometimes a wide range of meanings in which we can use that Kriya Padam when affixed with a prefix. So here also, if you notice, gacha means normally to go, but here Sharanam gacha, Eva Sharanam gacha. So overall, we can take the meaning of this sentence as, in him you take refuge. And then Niyatam Kuru Karmatvam.
Kuru.
Guru.
So Kuru is the Lot Lakara form. So do the karma that is given. In that sense, it means you do the karma that you are intended to do. In that sense, we can say. Unless we see the complete shloka, we may not get the complete meaning. But in just on the context, I'm telling. Mukta sangaha samachara. Here, if it is given as a samachara, remove the dirgha. It is only samachara. Okay, means achara, means practice. So, mukta sangaha samachara. What is the
Achara.
Kriya Padam?
Achara.
Achara. Achara, it is prefixed with the sam. So, samachara is the Lotlakara form here. So, mukta sangaha means abandoning all the attachment or being liberated. You practice. Okay. Buddhi yogam upashritya muchitta satatam bhava. So here bhava is the Lot Lakara Kriya Pada. Okay. Okay. So basically, liberate yourself using your intellect and yoga, the marga of yoga and intelligence. You free yourself always. That is what this this sentence means. Shadhi mam tvam prapanna.
Madam, there will not be two orders in the same sentence. No? Only there will be only one.
Two Lot Lakaras, you mean?
There will not be two.
In one sentence, you will have only one Kriya Padam. If we have more than one Kriya Padam, when we are doing the Anvayam, we have to split it into two sentences. Each sentence is supposed to have only one Kriya Padam, one primary Kriya Padam.
Okay.
Did you find any sentence with two Kriya Padams?
No. I'm just cornering whether there should be only one or not.
Yes, only one. In a particular shloka, if we have two or more Kriya Padams, when we are doing the Anvayam of the Kriya, we have to split the shloka into as many sentences as there are Kriya Padams in that shloka. And identify the Karta, Karma and other Karaka relations pertaining to those Kriya Padams. So, in one shloka, if we have two Kriya Padams, then there will have to be two Kartas also. And depending on what that sentence is conveying, what meaning is conveying, the other Karaka relations like the Karma, Adhikarana, all those also have to be tied up to that Kriya Padam. Only then we will be able to find out the meaning of that shloka. Every sentence has to have only one Kriya Padam. If it has more, if a shloka has more than one, then we have to split it into two sentences if there are two Kriya Padams. If there are three Kriya Padams, then we have to split it into three sentences and group them so that which Karta goes with which Kriya. We have to group them accordingly. Only then the correct meaning can be conveyed.
Adhikaranam. Adhikaranam.
Adhikarana also, depending to which Kriya Padam that Adhikarana belongs, to that Kriya Padam only we have to assign that. We cannot put it in with respect to all the Kriya Padams. So if, say for example, Ramaha Vane Vasati, Bharataha Vanam Gacchati, Ramam Drashtum Vanam Gacchati.
That should be who is doing what. Accordingly, we should assign.
Say for example, we have Ramaha Vanam Vane Vasati. Okay, Ramaha Vane Vasati, Bharataha Ramam Drashtum Vanam Gacchati. So here we have two Kriya Padams, Vasati and Gacchati. So Vasati, Kaha Vasati, who is residing? Ramaha Vasati. So Rama belongs to Vasati and not to Gacchati. Kutra Vasati, Vane Vasati. So Ramaha Vane. These two words should be related to Vasati only. Then Bharataha Ramam Drashtum Vanam Gacchati. So Bharataha Gacchati. So Gacchati is the second Kriya Padam. Kaha Gacchati? Bharataha Gacchati. Not Ramaha. Here you have Ramaha and Bharataha. Two words. Both of them are in Prathama Vibhakti. So you will be thinking Bharataha Vasati Ramaha Gacchati. You can also put like that. Grammatically that will be correct, but meaning wise it will be wrong. See, Ramaha Gacchati. Grammatically they are correct. They are agreeing with each other. Both are in singular. Both are in Prathama Purusha. Grammatically it is correct, but the meaning will be conveyed wrongly. So Bharataha Gacchati. Kutra Gacchati? Bharataha Vanam Gacchati. Kimartham Ramam Drashtum. To see Rama, to meet Rama. He is going to the forest. So we need to know the meaning to some extent to write the Vaya of the shloka. Now, how do you know? Like, this will be a very big question. We are learning Samskritam so that we can read the shlokas and understand the meaning of the shlokas. But say, for example, you don't know the story of Ramayana and you are given this shloka. Vasati and Gacchati. We have two Kriya Padams. We have two Kartas. So how do we know with which Karta, which Kriya Padam should be joined? How do we know? Without knowing, if we do, we might change the meaning of the shloka. So Bharataha Vane Vasati, Ramaha Ramam Drashtum. Of course, that is not making sense. So we'll understand. So say, for example, if I use instead of Ramam Drashtum, if I say Lakshmanam Drashtum. So then Ramaha Lakshmanam Drashtum Vanam Gacchati. So here there is no clash. And I don't know Ramayana, the story of Ramayana. So there is a possibility that I will put Ramaha with Gacchati and Bharataha with Vasati, right? Grammatically it is correct, but I'm conveying the wrong meaning. So in such cases, what we have to do is we have to follow the commentaries of certain bhashyakaras or certain vartikakaras or certain, commentators. Vyakhyaanakartas, actually, that is a better word to use. Vyakhyaanakartas. There will be so many Vyakhyanas written by, again, they themselves are Vyakaranas or Sanskrit scholars or Kavi also. They are also Kavis. So we have to follow the commentaries, read the commentary to some extent, know the context. Only when we know the context, we will understand who is doing what. Otherwise, it is impossible to understand the meaning of certain texts without having any contextual clues. So to some extent, we have to follow commentaries. But after looking at several commentaries, then based on the overall meaning, we ourselves can come to a conclusion about what the meaning of that shloka can be. And not anybody's commentaries. These are all, again, like Maharshis. who have written these commentaries are not, I'm not asking you to follow the commentary of regular people, of people who are like Maharshis themselves, because they have that knowledge, they have used their Divyadrushti or might have existed during that time, or even if the commentaries are not written by such people, say for example Vyasa and such people, even if they are not written by Maharshis of those times, whoever have written would have followed the granthas of such Maharshis. So only such commentaries we have to follow, not anybody's. If we are following like of our peers, then it is only their personal opinion, not such commentaries, but we have to follow some very good commentaries written by very good scholars. Okay, then we will be able to know. To some extent, we need to know the context, and then that fine details we can understand based on the grammar. That is where Vyakarana also comes into picture, how to understand it based on the commentary and based on the grammatical knowledge that we have, and also the usage, how it is being used. We have to put into use all of this knowledge. We cannot go with only one thing. We cannot go, okay, I have learned Samskritam. So only the knowledge of Samskritam is not enough to understand the shlokas. Like you have seen in the previous sentence, Tvameva Tameva Sharanam Gacha, right? Only your Vyakarana knowledge is not enough, right? We need to have that Laukika, that Prayoga, that Vyavaharika knowledge also. Because sometimes words are used in different contexts. In different contexts, they are used with different meanings. So unless you have that general knowledge, we cannot go only with that textual knowledge. And not only, and by general knowledge, not only the Vyavaharika means how it is being used, but also the knowledge of those times. In those times, you know how language is being used, because language evolves all the time. All the time it evolves. So in which time that is used, based on that, the meaning can change a little bit. So say, for example, if we take the example of la in Telugu, the la that we use in Pelli, right? Our generation are using that ala. The current generation are not using that ala anymore, right? So as long as we are here, we keep saying that they are not pronouncing it correctly. We keep saying they are misusing or mispronouncing it. But imagine, like 50 years later, all of people of our generation will be gone. Only the current generation people will be there. So nobody will be using ala. So what will happen? It will become obsolete, and la will be accepted. So pelli will be accepted. So in those times, that will be accepted. So usage also depends on the times of that language when it is being used. In our times right now, we will say no, it is wrong. But like 100 years later, if you come back and say no, this is wrong, nobody will listen to you. They will say you are talking some ancient language that is no longer in use. So there is no point in what you are saying. That is already happening. That is called Arsha Prayoga. Arsha Prayoga is usage of certain words before Panini's time. Before Panini's time. So in some kavyas, you will come across some words which are different from Panini's grammar. So if you look at Panini's grammar, that word will not fit anywhere, depending on the rules that Panini has written. But it is there in all these kavyas. So, and there is a meaning for those words as per those kavyas. So then people who know only Panini's grammar, they don't know the grammar before that. So they have termed it as Arsha Prayoga, means used by Maharshis before Panini's time. So we are labeling it as Arsha Prayoga and putting it aside. We are not trying to analyze it. Because if we try to analyze according to Panini's Vyakarana, we cannot analyze it because it won't follow the rules of Panini's Vyakarana. So we have to say it is wrong. But it is not wrong. It was in use in those times by those Maharshis. That time Panini was not there. So that time that was in use. So that is how it is. So language is always evolving. So we have to, be aware of all these when we are trying to analyze shloka or Sanskrit text. So we cannot simply say based on the little knowledge that we have, oh, this is not correct or this is not incorrect. So, but then again, we have to follow the texts of very great Sanskrit scholars, not anybody, but authentic people. If we follow that, then those texts are reliable. Those commentaries are reliable. Then we'll know, okay, this is this. So this is how it is being used. And Madam, we can also gain knowledge about that.
Madam, one question.
Yes.
Ramudu Lakshmanani mukku kosi తీసుకురమన్నాడు. Kosi తీసుకురా. There are 2 orders are there. Cut the nose and bring it.
So kosi తీసుకుని రమ్మన్నాడు. Okay. Rammannadu is the lot lakara kriya padam here.
Kosi తీసుకురా. Kosi తీసుకురా.
Correct. But the actual thing is kosina taruvata తీసుకుని రమ్మన్నాడు కదా. ఇప్పుడు you can tell this sentence 2 ways. Hey Lakshmana, mukku koyi. Then koyi is the lot lakara kriya padam there. Kosi తీసుకునిరా. కోసిన తరువాత దానిని తీసుకునిరా. ఇక్కడ 2 actions ఉన్నాయి. Final actual action ఏంటి? He has to come when after cutting the nose. So when 2 actions are clubbed into one sentence, then one will become purvakala. The kosi will become the purvakala here. Nu kosin tarvata danni తీసుకునిరా. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన వాక్యాన్ని మనం విభజన చేసి 2 వాక్యాలుగా చెప్పాలనుకోండి. బాలుడు అన్నం తిని చదువుకున్నాడు అంటే అన్నం తిన్నాడు. బాలుడు అన్నం తిన్నాడు, బాలుడు చదువుకున్నాడు. ఇవి 2 క్రియలు చేశాడు. కానీ మనము ఆ రెండింటిని కలిపి ఒక వాక్యంలో పెట్టాలనుకున్నప్పుడు మనం ఇక్కడ పూర్వకాలం అనే ఒక రిలేషన్ వాడతాం. We use a relation called పూర్వకాల to represent that. The action which is done by the same karta before the actual kriya. So here 2 actions are done by Lakshmana. One is cutting the nose and then bringing it. So which one is purvakala? Cutting. Only after cutting the nose he can bring it. So we are using a suffix to indicate an action which is done before, which is done first. So kosina taruvata. A taruvata will indicate that it is a purvakala. Kartayitva. Kartayati is to cut. So kartayitva. Nasikam kartayitva anaya. Anaya means bring. So we are representing the cutting thing with the ktvanta. It is a suffix which we attach to the kriya padam to indicate that this is an action that is already done by the karta before the second action. And both these actions should be done by the same karta. If they are done by 2 different people, then we cannot club them with this suffix. Only if it is done by the same karta and they both are done in succession, then we use this suffix.
Okay.
But when you are splitting the sentence and writing as 2 different sentences, then yes, you can use lot lakara in both. Kartayatu. Hey Lakshmana, nasikam kartayatu. Hey Lakshmana, nasikam anayatu. There you can say that. But when you are putting those 2 in one sentence, instead of repeating 2 sentences, you might want to club them into one sentence. Hey Lakshmana, nasikam kartayitva anayatu. Then we have to use this ktvanta. The lot lakara will become ktvanta because it is being clubbed into a sentence, into the same sentence, like that. Okay. So we are in the 14th sentence on page number 57. Shadhi mam tvam prapannam. So what is the lot lakara kriya padam here? Shadhi. This is a new kriya padam. So shasti is the lat lakara rupam. Shasti. Shasti means like ordering. Shasinchadu antam kada. Shasanam means what? Order. Shasti is the lat lakara prathama purusha ekavachana form. For that, the lot lakara form will be shadhi in madhyama purusha. Okay. Shastu will be the lot lakara of prathama purusha ekavachanam, and in madhyama purusha it will be shadhi, means instruct. Okay. Tasmat tvam uttishta yasho labhasva. What are the lot lakara forms here? Tasmat tvam uttishta yasho labhasva. Yashaha labhasva. Yasho is yashaha. Visarga sandhi happened and it became yasho. What are the lot lakara forms there?
Labhasva.
Labhasva. And one more is there.
Uttishta.
Uttishta. Yes. So, tvam uttishta yashaha labhasva. Okay. So, you get up or awake and obtain some yashaha. Yashaha labhasva. So, here actually two lot lakara kriya padani are there. But they are not written using the tvanta, if you notice. Tasmat tvam uttishta yashaha labhasva. This is a shloka. We have to keep in mind that these are shlokas. So in shlokas, such prayogas we can see. But if we are going to write anvaya for this line, then we have to split it into two lines, two sentences. In one sentence, we have two kriya padani, uttishta and labhasva. Whenever we find two such lakara kriya padani, these both are lakaras. So when we see more than one lakara, then we have to, when we are writing anvaya, we have to split them into two sentences. Okay. In laukika means sentences in prose. In prose form, if we are supposed to translate this sentence, then we have to split it into two sentences. Or we can even use tvanta. But if we don't want to change the sentence construction and simply write anvaya, then we split it into two sentences. Tvam uttishta yashaha labhasva. You awake and earn some fame. Like that. But in shloka rupa, they won't follow this prose order. So they will club the sentences or sentences into one shloka. So we have to identify when we are trying to write the anvaya or the prose order of the shlokas, then we identify each of these kriya padams and split them into different sentences. Tasmat yudhyasva bharata. So here all in all these lines, tasmat means therefore. Okay. Therefore, you arise and earn some yashaha, the 15th sentence. The 16th, therefore, yuddhasva bharata. So fight, you fight. O bharata, you fight. It is used in madhyama purusha ekavachana. So bharata here is sambodhana. Hey bharata, tvam yudhyasva. So that will be the complete anvaya for that sentence. Yat tapasyasi tat kurushva madarpanam. What is the lot lakara form here? Kurushva. It is the madhyama purusha ekavachanam. The prathama purusha ekavachanam will be kurutam. Yat tapasyasi tat kurushva madarpanam. So whatever you meditate upon, that you kind of offer, right? Lokamimam prapya bhajasva mam.
Bhajasva.
Bhajasva. So mam bhajasva means worship upon me. So lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. Prapya. This is another form of like the tvanta that I mentioned. Means the first action. Means after obtaining the loka. After obtaining the loka. Prapya. Prapnoti. Means after obtaining. Okay. Then worship upon me. So whatever you have obtained. After that, you worship upon me. And then Jitva Shatrun Bhungshva Rajyam. Here also Jitva is again the Tvanta Pratyayanta that I was mentioning earlier. Means after winning over the enemy, Bhungshva Rajyam, rule the kingdom. Bhungshva. We have discussed this Kriyapadam before. It has two meanings. One is to eat. The other one is to rule. Palayati. So here in this context, it has to be taken in that meaning. Palayati. So Rajyam Bhungshva. After winning over the enemies, you rule the kingdom. So here Bhungshva is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam. Mayeva Manaha Adhyasva. Adhatsva. Adhatsva. Mayeva. Mayi eva manaha adhatsva. So means you
Rajyam Veerabhojyam antaru kadandi.
Avunu.
Adi kuda, that also in the same sense kada.
That also, yes, in the same sense.
Thank you.
And then Mayi eva manaha adhatsva means you fix me only in your mind. Okay? You meditate upon me. That is how it means in simple terms. Okay? So here Adhatsva is the Kriyapadam in Lotlakara. Dhatte is the Datte is the Uttama Purusha Kriyapadam, and the Dhati is the Latlakara form. Okay. There is an Atmanepadi form also for that, which is Dhatte. Dhatte. Here it is the Atmanepadi form is taken with the prefix A. So Adhatsva it became. Okay. Means to obey, to protect. There are several meanings for this Kriyapadam. One is you fix or meditate upon me. You focus, your focus should be fixated on one thing like that. And which is me. Manmana bhava. Mat mana bhava. So, so think of me. Means you, again, this also is another kind of meditate upon me. Means you have to become somebody who is like Anta Ramamayam we say, right? Like that to you, you have to, your whole world should be only me. Like that you become. Bhava is the Lotlakara Kriyapadam here. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. So niveshaya is to apply, like put into action kind of thing. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. So again, you put your intellect also in me. Mayi means in me. Buddhim niveshaya. Focus on me. Again, all these are different ways of saying you meditate upon me. Your focus should be only on me. Here on me means what I am telling, what Upadeshas Krishna has given, you have to focus on that and try to put them into practice. That is what it means, meditate upon me. Simply sitting and meditating and then doing as you please is not what Krishna wants. What he wants is to follow his teachings in our daily activities. Okay? That is when we can claim that we are meditating upon him. And when you do that, you don't have to sit and do bhajana also. If you are practicing his teachings in your actions, you don't have to sit and do bhajana. In your actions itself, you are doing that. So that is what is being told in all these different ways. Okay. So here there is a small note about Geetha. So Mahatmanaha Geetha Vishaye evam vadanti. Some great people have said this about Geetha. And here it is taken that which is told by Mahatma Gandhi. Geetha Tatvopadesha Granthamatram na. Idam Mahatva Purnam Dharma Vishayakam Kinchana Kavyam. So this is not only about Tattva Upadesha. It is a very great Dharma Vishayakam. Okay? It is not only about Tattvam, it is about Dharmam also. Yaha atra yatha yatha adhikam gahate tatha tatha pushkalaha arthaha tena prapyate. So, adhikam gahate. Gahate means the more deeper you dig into it, the more you will get out of it. Okay? So, yaha, he who, atra, in this Gita, yatha yatha adhikam gahate. Like how yatha means like how. Tatha means like that. So, how much ever one digs deeper. When by digging, we mean looking into the meaning of each of the Upadeshas told by Krishna, that much of meaning we can get out of it. Pushkalaha, tatha tatha pushkalaha arthaha tena prapyate. Idam mahantam janasamuham uddishya eva rachitam. So this has been written keeping in mind about all the people. Atra ruchira punaruktihi drishyate. So ruchira means that which is sweet, okay, or good, or useful, or splendid, like that. Punaruktihi, uktihi means that which is told again and again. Drishyate. So what is being told again and again can be seen here. And what will be told again and again? That which is worthy. So see, here itself you have seen in the 20th sentence, Mayeva manaha adhatsva. In the 21st sentence, Manmana bhava. In 22nd sentence, Mayi buddhim niveshaya. And then we have in the 18th also, Lokam imam prapya bhajasva mam. You worship upon me. Yat tapasyasi tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you meditate upon, you offer that to me. So in all these sentences, the common point that is being conveyed is meditate upon me. And by meditate, it is not simply sitting, closing your eyes and doing Krishna bhajana. It means in your karmas, you have to follow the teachings of Krishna. So we should not take the literal meaning of meditate upon me, but so we have to look into the teachings of Krishna. What he's saying, we have to try to understand. We have to try to implement them in every action of ours. So that is what he's saying. But see in how many different ways he's saying the same thing. So that is what is punarukti. Means something that is told so many times. And what will be told, something that is very, very important only will be told in so many different ways so that we'll understand it, if not in one way, in another way. In whatever way it is easy for us to comprehend, we can take that. If only one way it is told and somebody is not able to comprehend that, so how are they going to understand? So that is the reason why the same thing is told in so many different ways, because not everybody may be able to understand just if it is told in one single way. Like if you don't understand a concept, your teachers will explain it using different examples, right? Maybe the first 4 times you will not understand. 5th time, some different example the teacher uses, and then it like this you will understand very easily. Why? Because everybody's thinking is different, their perspectives are different. So you never know in which angle one will understand something. So that is the reason why the same thing is told in so many different ways. Because this Gita is written for the people. All these sayings are for the people. So that is why that effort is put into this to make every single person understand one way or the other. And that is the reason why it is mentioned in so many ways. So this is told by Mahatma Gandhi about Geetha. Okay. So then, any questions so far? Okay. So moving on to the next lesson on page number 58. So here we come to numbers. Okay. How to count in Samskritam. So Devesh and Mahesh, would you like to read out the numbers? Sankhyaha. Sankhyaha ekavachanam, sankhyaha bahuvachanam. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ha.
Ekam,
Sankhya.
dve,
Slowly and loudly you read. Okay.
ekam, dve, त्रीणि, चत्वारि, पञ्च, षट्, सप्त, अष्ट, नव, दश, एकादश, द्वादश, त्रयोदश, चतुर्दश, पञ्चदश, षोडश, सप्तदश, अष्टादश, नवदश, विंशतिः.
One second. So you said Panchadasha. There is no dirgham there. Similarly, Navadasha you said. There also there is no dirgham. Panchadasha, Shodasha, Saptadasha, Ashtadasha. Here we have dirgha. Navadasha, Vimshatihi. Okay. Who read now? Devesh or Mahesh? Devesh read. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can Mahesh read now?
Yes, ma'am. एकविंशतिः, द्वाविंशतिः, त्रयोविंशतिः, चतुर्विंशतिः, पञ्चविंशतिः,
Not Shadi. Shadvimshatihi.
सप्तविंशतिः, अष्टाविंशतिः, नवविंशतिः, त्रिंशत्.
Okay. Ekavaram. Dhanyavada. Jayaprada garu?
అక్కడే ఉన్నాను. ఏకత్రింశత్, ద్వాత్రింశత్, త్రయత్రింశత్, త్రయస్త్రింశత్, చతుస్త్రింశత్, పంచత్రింశత్, షట్త్రింశత్, సప్తత్రింశత్, అష్టాత్రింశత్, నవత్రింశత్, చత్వారింశత్.
ఓకే, ధన్యవాదాలు.
సింధు.
एकचत्वारिंशत्, द्विचत्वारिंशत्, त्रिचत्वारिंशत्, चतुश्चत्वारिंशत्, पञ्चचत्वारिंशत्, षट्चत्वारिंशत्, सप्तचत्वारिंशत्, अष्टचत्वारिंशत्, नवचत्वारिंशत्, पंचाशत्.
Okay, so षट्चत्वारिंशत्, sapta completely you pronounce. You don't have to cut it. सप्तचत्वारिंशत्, अष्टचत्वारिंशत्, नवचत्वारिंशत्, पञ्चाशत्. Okay.
पंचाशत्.
Okay. Who would like to read next? Geetha? Okay. Sirisha?
మ్యామ్ నేను డిన్నర్ చేస్తున్నాను, ఫాస్టింగ్ ఈ రోజు.
ఓకే ఓకే, నో వరీస్. అనుభవి?
ఓకే సరే.
एकपञ्चाशत्, द्विपञ्चाशत्, त्रिपञ्चाशत्, चतुष्पञ्चाशत्, पञ्चपञ्चाशत्, षट्पञ्चाशत्, सप्तपञ्चाशत्, अष्टपञ्चाशत्, नवपञ्चाशत्, षष्टिः.
महोदय, विश्वनाथ महोदय.
One second. Eka Shashti, Dvishashti, Trishashti, Chatushashti, Panchashashti, Shatshashti, Saptashashti, Ashtashashti, Navashashti, Saptahi.
Saptatihi.
Saptati.
You can, you can pronounce the visarga also. Eka shashtihi, dvishashtihi, trishashtihi, chatushashtihi, panchashashtihi, shatshashtihi, saptashashtihi, ashtashashtihi, navashashtihi, saptatihi.
Saptati.
Okay. Anita Bhagini? Anita Suresh, it says. Okay. Geetha Bhagini is there? And who is this iPhone guest?
Ma'am, Bhavana.
Bhavana, your name is showing. There is another person, iPhone. It simply says iPhone guest. I don't know who it is. Okay. Bhavana Bhagini, would you like to read?
Okay. Okay. Eka saptatihi, dvi saptatihi, tri saptatihi, chatus saptatihi, pancha saptatihi, sata saptatihi, sapta saptatihi, ashta saptatihi, nava saptatihi, asitihi.
So the ti does not have dirgha at the end. Okay. Eka saptatihi. You are saying eka saptatihi. The dirgha you don't put for the last ti. Eka saptatihi, dvi saptatihi, tri saptatihi, chatus saptatihi, pancha saptatihi, shat saptatihi, sapta saptatihi, ashta saptatihi, nava saptatihi, ashitihi. Okay?
Okay.
So Anita or Geetha Bhagini or that iPhone Lakshmi Bhagini?
Bhagini. From Astatihi, na?
Ashitihi అయిపోయింది తర్వాత
एक अशीतिः द्वा अशीतिः त्रय अशीतिः चतुर् अशीतिः पञ्चाशीतिः षड् अशीतिः सप्ताशीतिः अष्ट अशीतिः नव अशीतिः नवतिः.
This splitting also is fine. Together, if you do dvayashitihi, it will become the second one. Okay. Okay. Next, anyone else? I have still Geetha Bhagini, some iPhone. I don't know who that person is, and Anita Bhagini. Are you there? Are you able to hear me? No. So anyone else who can read the last one?
82, cut underline the. 82.
82.
The
so
cut
82,
line.
if you
separate
the words. Dve ashitihi.
What I meant is that cut line indicates half word, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Geetha Bhagini, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to read from 91?
Because I don't have the book, not very clear.
You don't have the book. Okay.
I'm
so
just
you have
following
not.
you.
Okay, ma'am. I will read, ma'am.
Yeah. In the Google Drive, I have put up the PDF file of this book. I announced that before also. You are able to see the recordings, right?
Yes. I'm following.
In the same folder. In the same folder, I have a PDF copy of the book.
Okay.
You can follow it from there.
Yes.
Okay. For next class, you download it and keep it ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, this iPhone is me, ma'am, Sumitra.
Oh, Sumitra. Okay. Would you like to read from 91?
Okay, ma'am. Navatihi, Dvinavatihi, Trinavatihi, Chaturnavatih, Panchanavatih, Shannavatihi, Saptanavatihi, Ashtanavatihi, Navanavatihi, Shatam.
Yeah. So practice reading these numbers out loud at home later on. Because the pronunciation you will become free. And then when I give you a number, like if I say 47, so you should be able to tell. Okay, so only those numbers when you get comfortable, like Chatvarimshat, Panchashat, Saptatihi, Ashitihi, Navatihi, you will get more comfortable by practicing them reading out loud. So practice these numbers reading out loud. And here we have an exercise. Dvau hastau. Okay. So avarane vidyamanam sankhyam drishtva kati santi iti likhata. How many are there? Okay. Now, one thing we have to keep in mind when we are writing this is, okay, here the numbers are given in the brackets. So no problem. So here one is given. So dhanuhu.
Ekam dhanu.
Ekaha.
Ekaha dhanu.
Yes, correct. So here the numbers that are given above in the above table are all napumsakalinga, in the napumsakalinga. Okay, but numbers can take will have linga bheda, only the first four numbers though. So ekaha or ekam, dve, trini, chatvari. These four numbers have linga bheda, so they can be written in Pumlinga, Strilinga or Napumsaka. Here they are given in Napumsaka. Ekam, Dve, Trini, Chatvari are in Napumsaka. Somebody was asking something? Okay. So in Pumlinga, the same numbers will be Ekaha, Dvau, Trayaha and Chatasraha. Chatvaraha actually. And then in Strilinga, we have Eka, Dve, Tisraha and Chatasraha. Okay. And in Napumsaka, it is already given here. So here Dhanuhu is Pumlinga. So the number also we have to write in Pumlinga. So Ekaha Dhanuhu. Like that we have to write. Okay. Similarly, in the example also, Dvau Hastau is given. Because Hastau is a Pumlinga Shabda. In Dvivachana, Dvau. In Strilinga and Napumsaka, it is Dve. In Pumlinga, it is Dvau. So Dvau Hastau. Ekaha Dhanuhu. Only for the first two numbers we have, first four numbers we have Linga Bheda. From Pancha, there is no Linga Bheda. So you can write them like how it is given in the table. Now the second one is 16. Samskaraha. So what is the number for 16?
Shodasha
samskaraha. For 3, Saratihi.
Ekaha Sarati.
Ekaha Saratihi. Saratihi is also in Pumlinga. So Ekaha we have to write in Pumlinga. Indriyani.
Dasha Indriyani.
Dashendriyani.
Dasha Indriyani. If you do Gunasandhi, Dashendriyani, it will become.
Ayane.
2 Ayane. Dve. Why? Because Ayane. See, Vanam, Vane, Vanani. It is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. So that is why in Dvivachana it is Ayane, like Vane. Ayanam. Right? Uttarayanam, Dakshinayanam. Right? Ayanam is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. So Dve Ayane. 4 Ashramaha.
Chatasraha Ashrama.
Chatvaraha Ashrama.
Chatasraha or Chatvaraha?
Chatvaraha.
Chatvaraha ashramaha. Why? Because ashramaha is a pumlinga shabda. Chatasraha is a strilinga form of chatvari. Okay. And then 5 karma siddha karanani.
Pancha karma siddha karanani.
80 yodhaha.
Ashitihi yodhaha.
Ashitihi yodhaha. Uttamam. 8 vasavaha.
Ashtavasavaha.
42 ashvaha. 42 ashvaha. Dvichatvarimshat ashvaha. 6 ritavaha.
Shat ritavaha.
54 ishavaha.
Chatushpanchashat ritavaha.
Chatushpanchashat ishavaha. Others also can tell.
What does ishavaha mean? What does ishavaha?
Arrows.
Yeah. Okay. Got.
18 adhyayaha.
Ashtadasha adhyaya.
76 gajaha.
Shat
saptatihi gajaha. 3 netrani. Trini netrani. Since netrani is napumsakalinga, we can use trini itself. Okay. 3 nayakaha.
Trayaha.
Here nayakaha is pumlinga. So trayaha nayakaha. 27 janma nakshatrani.
Saptavimshatihi janma nakshatra.
Saptavimshatihi janma nakshatrani. 2 sene.
Dve
sene. Sena is a akaranta strilinga shabdam. So dve sene. 32 dantaha.
Dvatrimshat
dantaha. So every day you can practice counting. So 1 to 32 you will become thorough. So look into the mirror and count your teeth and you will become thorough. Ekam, dve, trini, chatvari, pancha, shat, sapta, ashta, nava, dasa, like that. Okay. 96 syandanani.
Navatihi syandanani.
12 adityaha.
Dvadasha aditya.
4 yugani. Chatvari yugani. Yugani itself is indicating it is a napumsakalinga, right? Yugam yugani. So chatvari yugani. 2 pakshau. Pakshau. By looking at the form, we understand it is pumlinga, dvivachana. So dvau pakshau. 18 puranani.
Ashtadasha
Puranani.
6 rasaha.
Shadrasa.
5 pranaha.
Pancha prana.
14 manavaha. 33 devataha. Trayastrimshat devata. Uttamam. Devesh, bhavatah grihe kati janaha santi?
Grihe shat janani santi.
Shad janaha. Okay, shad janaha santi. Okay, astu. Bhavatah mukhe kati dantaha santi?
Vatrimshat dantani santi.
Vatrimshat
dantaha santi.
Dantaha santi. Astu. Sindhu bhagini, bhavatah grihe, sorry, bhavatyaha grihe kati prakoshtaha santi?
Mama grihe चत्वारि चत्वारः प्रकोष्ठः सन्ति चत्वाराः प्रकोष्ठाः सन्ति
चत्वारः चत्वाराः न चत्वारः
चत्वारः
प्रकोष्ठाः सन्ति.
What do you mean by prakoshthaha, ma'am?
Prakoshthaha means room. In Bahuvachana it is prakoshthaha. Anu Bhagini, Bhavatyaha Nagare Kati Devalayaha Santi?
Mama Nagare. Mama Nagare. Sapta Panchashat.
Sapta? Sapta Panchashat.
No, someone else started answering, so I just kept quiet.
She's Suchitra. Suchitra Bhagini. Bhavati Vadati. Sumitra. Bhavati Vadati va? You are saying something?
No, ma'am. Let her continue. Sorry.
Okay. Anu Bhagini.
Okay. Mama Nagare Ashitihi Devalayaha Santi.
Ashitihi Devalayaha Santi. Uttamam. Bhavana Bhagini. Bhavatyaha Bhavane Kati Grihani Santi. Bhavatyaha Bhavane Kati Grihani Santi.
Mama Grahane.
I'm assuming yours is an apartment building.
Shata Bhavanani Santi.
Shat.
Shat
Grihani Santi va Bhavanani Santi va?
Bhavanani Santi.
Shat Bhavanani Santi. Tasmin Bhavane Kati Grihani Santi? In one building, how many apartments or houses are there?
Vakka Bhavana, Eka Bhavanani, Ekam Bhavanani.
Bhavane, Ekasmin Bhavane.
Dvichattvarinsat Gruhani Santi.
Oh, Dvichatvarimshat Grihani Santi va?
Santi,
Astu. Astu. Okay. So let us read the next one. So like this, you can make sentences. Around your home, you can look at things and make sentences. Okay. Like if, say, for example, fruits are there on the table. How many fruits are there? Kati kadali phalani santi. Jaiprada Bhagini, kati kadali phalani santi bhavatyaha grihe? Okay. So you can count the flowers, fruits, things like that. Patrani, how many vessels are there? Like this, you can practice some numbers. Okay. So let us move on to the next part of this page. Jnana Vardhani, only for our information. So, Akshauhinyaha Parimanam. So, Akshauhini, it is an Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda, which means army corps. Means like an army, the different things that will be, it is an army basically. So, what does an army contain back in those days? During the times of Kurukshetra, what does an army contain? Is given here. Ekaha rataha gajaha cha ekaha naraha pancha padatayah trayaha cha turagaha tagnaihi pattihi iti abhidiyate. So pattihi, so this shloka is describing one patti. One patti means ekaha rataha gajaha cha ekaha naraha pancha padatayah. Okay. And then trayaha cha turagaha. Turagaha means ashvaha. Okay. horse. Trayah cha turagaha. So 3 horses. Pattihi iti abhidriyate. This is known as a pattihi. So one patti contains 1 gaja, 1 ratha, 5 padatayah naraha. Padatayah naraha means pedestrians, means soldiers who are on foot. We have bhatulu antam. They only are on foot. They are not on an elephant or a horse or on anything. They just are on the ground. And 5 such soldiers. Okay. And 3 horses. All these together is called 1 patti. Pattim tu trigunam etam ahuhu senamukham budhaha. Trini senamukhan ekah gulmaha iti abhidiyate. Pattim tu trigunam. Okay. So 3 pattis is called senamukham. Pattim tu trigunam etam ahuhu senamukham budhaha. So it is called, 3 pattis is called senamukham. Trini senamukhan ekaha gulmaha iti abhidiyate. And 3 such senamukhis is called gulma. Okay. Trayah gulma ganaha nama vahini. 3 gulmas are called vahini. Okay. Tu ganastrayah. And then smritaha tisraha tu vahinyah pritaneti pritana iti vichakshanaihi. So here 3 gulmas is called gana. And 3 ganas are called vahini, 1 vahini. Vahini tu ganastrayah. Okay. So 3 ganas is 1 vahini. Smritaha tisraha tu vahinyah. Remember that 3 vahinis is 1 pritha. Prithana iti vichakshanaihi. Okay. We have to know that 3 vahinis is 1 prithana. Chamuhu tu prithanaha tisraha pritanaha tisraha asti. Trayah chamuhu tu anikini. Okay. So chamuhu. What is a chamuhu? 1 chamu is 3 pritana. Chamuhu tu pritanaha tisraha. Okay. So 3 pritanaha is 1 chamu. 3 pritanaha is 1 chamu. And then trayah chamvaha anikini. And 3 chamus is equal to 1 anikini. And then anikinim dashagunam prahuhu akshauhinim budha. And 10 such anikinis is called 1 akshauhini. Is called 1 akshauhini. So that is the gist of this of these shlokas. And this is explaining the 1 akshauhini. What does an army have? Okay. So let us come back. Akshauhini. 1 akshauhini has 10 anikini. 1 anikini has 3 chambas. So how many does 10 anikini have? How many chambas does 10 anikini have? 30. Right? 1 chamu has 3 prithanas. So how many prithanas does 30 chamba have? 90. 90 pritanaha it will have, right? 90 pritanaha. 1 pritana has 3 vahinyah. So how many will 90 pritanas have? 90 into 3. 270. 270 vahinis it will have. Now 1 vahini has 3 ganas. How many 270 vahinis, how many ganas will it have?
810.
110. 1 gana has 3 gulmas. So how many ganas does a 3 gulmas have? So where were we? One Vahini. How many? Where were
We finished that. There are 8-10 Ganaha in 270 Vahini.
We have 270 Prithanas, right? In 3 Vahinis, we have 270 Prithanas, right? Let us go back. So 10 Anikinis. 1 Anikini has 3 Chambas. So 10 Anikini will have 30 Chambas. 1 Chambu will have 3 Prithanas. So 3 Chambus will have 90 Prithanas. 90 Prithanas. Now 1 Prithana has 3 Vahinis. So 3 Prithanas will have 270 Vahinis.
270 Vahinis.
Now 1 Vahini has 3 Ganas. So 270 Vahinis will have
8-10 Ganas.
810 Ganas.
800.
1 Gana has 3 Gulmas. So 810 Ganas will have
2,430
Gulmas. 2,430 Gulmas. Now 1 Gulma has 3 Sena Mukhis. So 2,430 Gulmas will have
7,290 Gulmas.
No, Sena Mukhis.
Sena Mukhis, sorry.
7,290 Sena Mukhis. 1 Sena Mukhi has 3 Pattayaha.
So 21,870 Pattayaha.
Pattayaha will be in 3 Sena Mukhis. Okay, 21,870. So, and
one Akshani.
In 1 Pattayaha. So 1 Pattayaha.
We finished an Akshani. So an Akshani will have 21,870 Pattayaha.
Now, what does a Pattayaha? What does a Patti have? 1 Gaja. Means an Akshauhini will have 21,870 Gajas. 21,870 Rathas. And then how many Ashvas? Into 3. 21,870 into 3 Ashvas. And 21,870 into 5 Padataya Naras, means soldiers on foot. So that is the size of an army back in those days. 1 Akshauhini. Okay. So yeah, here he has given 21,870 Gajaha, 21,870 Rathaha, 65,610 Ashvaha, 1,09,350 Padatayaha. 1 lakh, imagine. Foot on soldiers, like soldiers who are on foot. But even the Gajas have soldiers on them. So if you count all those, there will be more than 1 lakh. Like almost 2 lakhs. Because here 65,000 Ashva are there. So each Ashva will have a soldier. And then on the Gajas also, in the Rathas also. So everything put together, more than 2 lakh soldiers will be there. Okay. So that is 1 Akshauhini. I don't know how many Akshauhinis Kauravas have or Pandavas have. They might have more than 1 Akshauhini also. Okay. So we shall stop here for today. So last week, I think I forgot to ask who will say or I think Bhavana Bhagini, you were supposed to say, right? The Shantiman.
Pandavas are having 7 Akshauhini. Pandavas are having 7 Akshauhini. And Kauravas are having 11 Akshauhinis.
Wow. So 1 Akshauhini has almost 2 lakh soldiers. So 7 Akshauhini means 7 into 2, 14 lakh soldiers, the Pandavas. Yeah. And the Kauravas will have into 11, right? 22.
11.
22 lakh soldiers. Okay.
అప్పుడు జనాభా ఉన్నారు కదండి బానే.
అది ఈవేళ SBC ఛానల్లో చెప్పారండి అది. ఎన్ని అక్షౌహిణులు ఉన్నాయి.
ఓకే. నైస్. సో భావన
సైన్యంలో ఎక్కువ ఉండేవాళ్ళేమో కదండి. అప్పుడు సైన్యంలో ఎక్కువ ఉండేవాళ్ళేమో ఇప్పుడు సైన్యంలో తక్కువ ఉండి బయట ఎక్కువ ఉంటున్నారు.
అవును.
ఓం సర్వేషాం శాంతిరభవతు. ఓం సర్వేషాం స్వస్తిరభవతు. ఓం సర్వేషాం పూర్ణం భవతు. సర్వేషాం మంగళం భవతు. సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః. సర్వే సంతు నిరామయః. సర్వే భద్రాణి పశ్యంతు. మా కశ్చిత్ దుఃఖభాగ్ భవేత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతిః.
ధన్యవాదः భగిని.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
For next class, Anita Bhagini, would you like to say the Shanti Mantra?